We come outdoors in search of photographs. But what is it that we're really searching for whilst out here amongst the trees and atop the mountains? There is something primal about this search. Perhaps it is more of a hunt. In the same way that our ancestors might once have packed up some bags and gone out in search of food to feed the tribe and feed the family, so the search for a photograph might bring about the same kind of thrill, excitement, and perhaps reward for somebody in this day and age. Not only do we acquire a photograph as our reward, but we adopt new stories to tell around the campfires when we return. Going out in search of photographs has given me the greatest sense of purpose. And isn't purpose something that we're all seeking here on Earth? And what greater purpose is there than to hold in our very hands the future of our species through the stories that we choose to tell today? As men in particular, we have evolved to be explorers. We would once have gone out in search of food, in search of new ground and perhaps other tribes to befriend or perhaps to fight. To explore awakens something very deep inside of us. It puts us in touch with a wild, primal part of ourselves that still exists despite us trying to cover it with suits, ties, expensive colognes to forget our origins. To explore requires us to tune into the sixth sense of intuition that is so often forgotten in our culture. Perhaps it is through our explorations that we attune to our highest selves. I came out here on my own hunt for photographs, still just a boy inside really. Nature had always been in my life in some way, but never did I really understand the depths to which nature can have an impact on a human being. Only through this period of creativity and self-study whilst outdoors in nature have I really begun to understand the importance of the natural world and the role that it plays within the human being on a spiritual and psychological level. Nature has been the portal through which I've entered to access greater levels of self-awareness and reach new depths within my own soul. The camera has been a vehicle that has transported me through space and time to my past and also to the future, to revisit old versions and to create new versions of myself. It is through this art form that I've learnt to express the most vulnerable and fragile parts of myself, rebuilding my trust after some turbulent formative years. I'm learning what it means to be a human being, one living to its fullest potential. Having been a man that followed the path of the masses, unknowing of where I wanted to walk, it brings me the deepest amount of fulfillment to be out here walking a path of my own, telling stories of my own based upon the experiences of my own. With each adventure outdoors, I'm given an opportunity to tell new stories and add pieces to the greatest jigsaw puzzle that is myself. Sometimes a click of the camera's shutter gives me an opportunity to leave some old parts behind. It is through this process that I become the highest version of myself and I step into my greatest power as a human being, that of the Creator.